the riot at the dog park studios. It's Live with Johnny. And now, here's Johnny.
That's me.
It's you.
That's me.
It's you, fella.
He said, fella. You're really showing your age there. Fella.
You fella. You.
Lucky fella. That was that you or me?
I did that.
Jesus.
That actually looks good, though. Okay, I'm happy with that.
Do you know why it looks good?
Because you look good. And I changed the lighting. Did you
Look
know
who's
that?
earning their paycheck. Yeah, it's
It's
very
much more flattering, I think.
It's very casting couch.
Uh-huh.
It's very I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. So I don't know if I'd never noticed. I've always noticed the Boss Hog horns back here, which people can't see. But did your son make that in school? Was that like a high school project?
Woodworking.
Jesus Christ, that's funny. We still live with Johnny Guy back here.
Looks good, yeah.
Made by Mr. Ian Bellward. Funny thing, Ian Bellward. I don't know why. I still can't figure out if they're playing a trick on me or whatever. That's my soon-to-be brother-in-law. He's married to Amy's sister, Jill. They made coasters of my face, but like it was
No way.
Yeah, it was
Your face on a coaster.
but it's it's a picture. I'll show you. I'll show you later.
it.
It was when I was coaching a baseball game. We won the Future Stars. This is like 3 or 4 years ago. So we hoisted a trophy up, and then people were taking pictures. And somehow one of the guys I coached with was taking a picture, and I was like, So somebody put that on. The guy Bob put it on Facebook, and now my soon-to-be brother-in-law, for some reason, is making coasters of that face. So every time I go to Amy's mom's house, there's a coaster of me sitting right on the table. So I don't know if they was like doing it for like fun or if they're setting me up for something with the wedding and
They're
everything.
probably
coming up,
setting
so.
you up for something, I would think.
I don't know. Good evening. How are you? Nobody cares. Listen, tonight's sponsor is the one and only Field Street Furniture. You can find them on Facebook, and they do a great job. If you're looking to have something old, what is it called? Refurbished? Is that a good word, right? We'll call it
Finished,
refinished, refurbished.
Mm-hmm.
Your cat sat on a pee, you got to get the stain off. He can fix that for you. Broken leg, like if you're Lisa's husband, Kirk, and you're too heavy and you broke the chair or something, Field Street Furniture can glue that back up and fix it. Or you can show them something in home goods magazine or whatever it is, and he'll build it for you. So for all your old, new, and in between furniture needs, Field Street Furniture. Find them on Facebook. We'll tag them right here. Thank you again, Field Street Furniture, for sponsoring us. All right, were we live last week? I forget.
We were.
Right?
First time back after.
It was.
Felt okay.
And we still have to get a date for the Chris Anderson. Whoa. Excuse me. I chugged the rest of this iced coffee on the way over. I'm not going to show you the name because they don't sponsor us. What were we talking about?
Scheduling.
Vapor lock, man. So we're going to get that rescheduled, and we're going to still do that because there is very much interest in that. In about 10 minutes, we're going to announce we have another live band coming in studio. It'll be our second since the Gnomes. So we got a big announcement on them, and we'll give you some of their tour dates so you can check them out. And or I keep saying tour. I know they're a local band, but it's a tour, right? If you're gigging,
Dude, even if you're playing bars, that's a tour.
It's touring. I at 8:00 am going to spill my heart out and apologize and figure something out that we all need to figure out together. It's even a surprise to this guy, but we're going to do that at 8:00.
I don't like surprises.
At your age, I wouldn't either. Your tick is bad.
Yeah, that's it.
You next thing you know, bro. Good thing you had that. I was going to say pace car put in. It's a pacemaker. You can't do that. We also have a brand new segment we are going to launch tonight, and we will get to that right after our 7:45 announcement of the next band. I have a funny story. If you were watching last week, which you all should have been, which is funny, I saw an old friend Friday night, And he's like, dude, great things with the podcast, the blah, blah, blah. And then I go, yeah. And I mentioned something about one of the episodes. He goes, yeah, I don't watch. So he was.
You know how many times I've got that for our podcast? Sorry, I don't listen.
He was definitely rooting for me, and he was definitely, all about support. But he's like, yeah, I don't watch, and I don't listen. No, he says I don't watch. And that's when I had to school him and say, you can listen to us on Spotify, the Google, the Apple. And that's it, right?
Breaker.
What's Breaker?
Well, there's like 20 like niche podcast sites, Shoutbox.
And you put us on all this stuff?
All this stuff.
Listen to this guy.
Anywhere.
So we are everywhere just to listen to us. You don't always have to watch us. I realize some people do because I'm pretty, and some people do because they like to see my fat sausage fingers be waved around on camera. And that's all well and good, but you don't have to watch us. You can listen to us.
And the audio sounds good too. I'll say that honestly. If you listen to it, it translates. Really
I have
well
a pleasant voice.
You do, dude.
I do.
I've been telling you that for years.
I'm
not going to argue that.
I should probably read children's books. They'll go right to sleep, and then I could do like the 50 Shades of Grey. He ties her up. He puts a spoonful of chunky peanut butter in her mouth. I don't know, whatever 50 Shades of Grey does. I'm just imagining what I would like. So when I get home, I don't know if you're listening, but a big spoon of chunky peanut butter wouldn't be too bad. Don't even think. Are those dogs home alone again?
No.
Oh,
dude,
do you have that picture?
I do.
You guys want to see a funny picture while I'm talking? Is it quick enough to get up? Quick story.
Tell the story first, and then I'll see if
I'm going to just jump. So about a month ago, we were down here doing this show that apparently the friend I talked to on Friday night doesn't listen to. I'm not going to mention his name, Fran DeGenero. Go fuck yourself. So Kirk's wife was not home, so the dogs were upstairs alone, and they were not happy that we had two doors closed and wouldn't let them in with us. Yo, these dogs, we left the podcast studio. We went upstairs. I swear to you, it looked like burglars came into the house and ransacked the entire place. I can't even believe that your two dogs did this. It was remarkable.
It was ultimate destruction.
You got the picture?
I do, but I'm afraid to put it up because I don't want to crash his streaming software. So just do a mental image thing.
We're going to do a mental image.
Last time we tried this,
I built the shit up, and now he's not going to post it.
Sorry, I got to use
here's what happened.
Discretion.
He lifted me up, and then he pushed me right. He falsely gave me wind for my wings to fly, and then he clipped them.
I don't trust that.
Right as you are waiting. So here's what we're going to do. When this is over, we will have a post showing the picture and explain the story.
Yes.
That's all. So now you got to watch till the end, and you got to go to the website. You got to share it. Mm-hmm. Moral of the story is livewithjohnny.com. You can find all of the connections there. You can find everything there. Please share it. Just like it. Share it. Again, somebody puts their, oh my God, I went to McDonald's and I only got 9 nuggets instead of 10, and you post it and there's 48 comments about how that happened to me and you should go to Wendy's anyway. You guys will share and like that bullshit, but you won't help a guy out. Help a guy out. Help Field Street Furniture out. Don't you want that guy to retire at some point?
That was a lot.
It is. But anyway, it's a funny story. It's good stuff. Another funny story. If you were watching last week, Joe, which I can't see the comments. Joe was asking where his stickers are because Kirk Michael was supposed to send those stickers out months ago.
2 months ago. Right. That sounded exaggeration.
So Brian Chuck.
Like Brian Chuck watches, I think.
I am going to address Brian Chuck in just a minute. Joe and I said, Joe, I'm going to send you your stickers. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Joe, I went to work last Tuesday. I found your address off our instant messaging. I put 4 stickers in an envelope. Boop. I put it in the mail. Guess what I did?
What'd you do?
Guess what I did? I sent it back to me at work.
So the mail came and took it.
And
then
put the address of where we work
as the destination.
As his name. So our accountant guy who gets all the mail comes out to me. Who's this? Who is this guy?
Joe guy.
And then I start laughing. He goes, "That's your handwriting." I go, "Yeah." He goes, "What?" I go, "Don't ask." So Joe, the stickers are going back out tomorrow. Sincerely apologize, but I don't know. To know me is to know that's par for the course.
That's fucking amazing.
I'm a super, super forgetful person. I don't know if I want to approach this subject, but I have a problem where, and it's not like super important shit, but like I'm going to do something, but I don't do something.
Yeah.
For instance, I'm getting married. Have I told you? Have I shared that information?
I've heard that.
A couple, 2-3 times, right?
Came down the wire.
Sent out, Amy and I got together, and then she was like, "All right, these are the rest of the invitations that have to go out. They're from your side. Get them out."
Yep.
Okay. Of all the people I didn't send the invitations to, my brother, his in-laws, who he's been married to their daughter for 20 years. They've been together for like 30. So I go to my birthday party. My mother made a cake for my brother and I, so we went to have cake real quick. And her mom's just like, "Hi, how are you?" And just was like, "When am I getting my invitation?" So, Joe, don't feel slighted by this. I have a problem where I'm going to do something.
It's a universal issue. It's not a him thing. It's a you
the super important stuff I tend to remember. It's the side stuff where I'm like, "Don't worry, I got to figure it out. I got it.
I'll get there. It's fine."
I got a problem. I don't do it maliciously. I don't talk to my mom. It was all the Winstons that were smoked while I was in her belly. There's a reason Robert and I were born at like 6.5 months and weighed like 1.25 pounds each. And I'm not saying she did anything wrong. Everybody was doing it. Everybody was doing it.
That's what you did, man.
Which is going to lead me to my soapbox moment tonight, but we'll get to that later.
Okay.
It's 7:42. We are going to make our announcement about our next live band in studio. As you guys remember, at Christmas or Thanksgiving, to say thank you for all the money we raised. We fed over 60 families last Thanksgiving. Don't you ever forget that. Don't you ever forget the good things we did. Trying to get into heaven. The gnomes came in, CB and Benny killed it. Which the guy Friday night who I saw who doesn't watch the show was like the one show he did watch because he's one of the when Benny's like, "I know you."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh,
yes,
that's
right." There was a.
It turns out I knew him through knew Benny through him. So he watched that episode. He gave us. He said it was great show. And what people, I got 3 comments about that show in the last week, and you know what the comment was? "Didn't know you knew so much about music."
What?
I know. That's my side thing. Like, I listen to music all day, every day, all the time, all kinds of different music. I know my shit. I mean, I don't listen to Fetty Wapper. Was that a thing, right? I've heard that before.
Fetty Wap, yeah.
Fetty.
Yeah.
Wet ass pussy.
Yeah.
I don't listen to that stuff. But yeah, I know a ton of shit about music. Brian Chuck just put a memory up of us yesterday. Guess what the memory? You saw it. You saw it.
Yeah.
It was the
I was
Clutch.
at that show.
It was the Clutch show. It was the Clutch show.
That was a night, dude.
Yeah.
That was a night.
What was the beer we were drinking? The tall Rhode Island ones. I always were they Narragansett?
I think so.
Is that really what they're called?
No.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Narragansett?
Yeah. It was either Narragansett or PBR.
As you know, no, it wasn't PBR. It was the
Narragansett.
As you know, I'm a beer snob. I only drink the High Life, Miller Lite, the good stuff. None of that IPA stuff that comes with a fidget spinner.
Chocolate vanilla IPA.
Oh my God! Excuse me, ma'am. You forgot the fidget spinner and the grapes for my lager. Fuck out of here, man bun.
Not a Toad's Place.
Definitely not a Toad's Place. That was a great show. Speaking of Toad's Place, Kirk Michael, I have an announcement.
Yes.
In studio, a local band who are very popular, and they play all around. They've got some major dates coming up. I am proud and excited to announce that on Monday, May 23rd, in studio. You got a drum roll?
I have a drum roll.
Well,
Give me the. Here we go.
We'll get our shit together one day. Local band Room 113, live in studio with Johnny. These 2 girls are stupid, crazy talented. Like, forget about it. Now, I've only seen them live once, and it was for like a song and a half over at a coffee shop in Naugatuck.
I love that coffee shop, by the way.
We're gonna say
Pimp it. Okay.
We're gonna pimp it, but I'm only gonna say
been
once
there a
because
few times.
they're not sponsoring us, so we're gonna only say their name about the girls band.
It's a great coffee shop.
But these two girls are super crazy talented, the young lady's voice just was booming throughout the streets. It was nuts. It was nuts. Both of them. They are super phenomenally talented, and when they play, people go out to see these girls. We are super excited to have them right in here on May 23rd. Do we have a snippet we can play, or is that going to work, you think?
We do.
All right. We're going to play a little snippet.
This wasn't from that show. This was an indoor show.
This was an indoor show? Go ahead.
The quality's pretty good, and you could hear it.
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, the little snippet of Room 113.
Hold on, it's coming.
Mama, she was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans.
Jeez.
Yeah, they're good, dude. Chick's got chops,
Oh my
bro.
God. She's
Got
singing.
chops.
She's like 18 and 19-year-old girl. She sounds like she's been like she's got the blues in her, right? She's got
Like she's been hurt a lot more.
She's got talent, man. That is stupid good. It's ridiculous. So we are super excited to have Room 113 in here. And for anybody else who's excited about Room 113, not only will they be at Live with Johnny on Monday, May 23rd, but you can also find them May 15th at the Loaded Goat in Naugatuck. That's
Loaded
the coffee.
Goat, thank you. I love that place.
I have a funny Loaded Goat story as soon as we're done. May 15th at the Loaded Goat. And we're going to post all of this to the Live with Johnny website. So if you're home right now and you don't have your pen handy, it's okay. We're going to put it there. On May 22nd, they're going to be at Hopkins Vineyard in Warren, Connecticut. Ooh. May 28th, they're going to be at Retro Pub and Grub in Derby. Do yourselves a favor, go to that show and make it a dinner night. The food there is stupid good. June 3rd, they're going to be at Mags in Seymour. Nice. June 4th, and I apologize to this restaurant / bar in Ansonia, but I don't know how to pronounce this name. It's spelled Chifrijo. Chifrijo in Ansonia. I apologize if I'm not announcing it right, but spell it out for me at some point. June 10th, the 1850 House in Southbury. That's on the golf course. Have you been to the place since they've redone it?
Yep.
The food there?
Yep. Amazing.
Let me tell you something. If you're not going to the 1850 House for date night, a little acoustical jam and some ridiculous food, you're doing it wrong. So get over to the 1850 House on June 10th. And then on June 18th, they're at the good old Cuppies in Shelton. I used to play darts there back in the day.
Throw little darts?
Dude, I'm really good at darts. Matter of fact, some say can't be beat, so all challenges welcome.
What happened to the game of horse? Weren't we supposed to do
I got a horse story for you.
Okay.
Settle down. I said horse. Oh. Horse. Settle down. I said horse. You need to listen and let me talk. So thank you to Room 113 for wanting to come on here. It really is an honor, and we are super excited. So that's a great announcement for us. That's big for us. That's big.
Good stuff. Great stuff.
It's big stuff for us. Loaded Goat story. Loaded Goat, if you're interested in sponsoring the show, you can hit us up on the inbox thing. I live in Naugatuck, so I can come down anytime we talk about it. When they first opened, just a couple years ago, before the vid, all that nonsense, I said, I try this place out because I just moved to Naugatuck. I want to walk the green.
I want to be with rubbing elbows with the Tuckers.
Actually, I was on my way to Foley to go coach a game, and I'm like, I need a coffee. And Dunkin' Donuts and coffee. I don't know if you've ever been to the Bridge Street Dunkin' Donuts. If it's 3.5 hour wait every morning, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Anyway, walk into the Loaded Goat, and I say to the girl, let me get a large iced coffee. So she shows me the coffee, and the large over there is not too big at the time. I don't know what it is now. I apologize. I haven't get in there. She goes, well, if you're looking for the bang, I got this nitro thing or whatever I can give you. I said, oh, all right. Yeah. Let me get the nitro. Holy
crackhead.
shit. I have a weakness for Remember the time you bought me Death Wish coffee?
And the time you did the energy shot that we talked about on the way to You're sensitive to caffeine.
Which is why I was never a big fan of the EA. But anywho, what were we talking
Nitro.
about?
Nitro. She's
So-
like, try this nitro stuff.
So nicest girl in the world. The two, it was might have been a husband and wife. I don't even know who owns it. Wonderful people. Couldn't be any nicer. Even let me taste the sip. She goes, taste it. I go, it's awesome. So it's like I said, it's not that big. So, but from there to Foley, I sucked this thing down because if you know the 4-way red light over by the Cumbies over trying to
You're
get
going
to Foley,
to sit there for a while.
forget about it, dude. I one time, I don't even know. So I get to Foley and I'm just like, and the kids are waiting for me. I'm like, warm up, stretch it out. Dude,
Wind sprints.
I was chewing sunflower seeds and I'm on third base like this. I think did you just hear my fat cheeks? That was awesome.
It sounded great in the headphones. Holy fuck, dude.
One of English, motherfucker. Do you speak it? One of my coaches was like, "Yo, you been up all night partying or something?" I was like, "Dude, Loaded Goat Nitro." He's like, I'm like, "Dude, it's not the late '90s. Relax." But seriously, it was great.
It's a good place.
I kept doing it. Let me tell you something. You get up hungover or lazy or whatever, and you got shit to do, Loaded Goat, ask for the Nitro. It sets your whole day forward.
Yep.
Go and do it.
Do it.
So again, Loaded Goat, inbox us. We'll get you that information. My stag party's coming up. Are you excited?
I'm excited. I'll be here.
Quick question. Pete coming? You gonna get Pete to go?
Pete's my
Bring Pete.
plus one, dude. Oh, of course.
You bring in
Ethan will be there.
Ethan?
Yeah.
And Chewy. We're going to bring Chewy.
You want to do a live stream? I'll bring the whole crew.
No. No cameras.
No evidence.
No, I don't. Please, the people don't want to see me acting like a drunken idiot again. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking. We still need an intern.
Nothing yet?
Nothing.
Jesus Christ, dude.
We need an intern. I don't know why it's so hard for you people to understand this, but we need an intern. What was it? Oh, horse. I really am going to put together, and this is where you go, this is one of those things where I'm going to do it, but you're not going to do it. First of all, shut up. I know there's a young lady on her couch watching the show right now going, he ain't going to do it.
He ain't going to do it.
He says
he's
he
going to say it, but he ain't going to do it.
I'm going to get home. She's going to look at me. Talk about it. Be about it. So I'm not making fun of her. I love her to death. She wears the pants. Let's be honest.
know how that goes.
Let's be honest. We're gonna first ever live with Johnny horse contest. Mm-hmm. So yesterday, it's Easter, and we do the Easter egg hunt. It was my two nephews and my stepson, and we said, I said whoever finds the most eggs gets a chance at $20 if you can beat me in a game of pig, because my brother's got a hoop.
Yeah.
Okay, my brother goes, I'm playing too, and if you beat me, you get 20.
Ooh.
I lost my first. So when I say time out, shut the fuck up. Don't say a fucking word.
unbeatable.
Shut up. I got him out of technicality.
Okay.
I said I haven't lost a game of horse since the late 80s. I
Not
still
big.
have not
Okay.
lost
All right.
a game of horse since the late 80s. But yesterday, my brother and JoJo both beat me at a game of pig. And this is where JoJo yells at the TV, you never gave me my $20, you fat bastard. You're right.
You're right. You're right.
You right.
You're right. You're right.
He right. So we get the first ever live with Johnny horse contest.
Dude,
And I think we should do it. We'll get like 20 entries to start, right? And then we'll go from there. Obviously, I'll be in the finals. You know what I mean? So we got 5 minutes till the 8 o'clock apology. Are you at all wondering what I need
If
to say
you're
to the people?
apologizing for something, I hope it's what I think it is. I don't know what it is, but I know what you should be apologizing for. I'm not going to speculate. I'm not here to steer the ship.
Write it down. Don't let me see it because I want to see if it's the same answer that I give out, you ball bag. Love you, Brian Chuck. He said I got to run. Love you,
See
buddy.
you, Brian Chuck. Love that guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Bunk has just put up an announcement here on Live with Johnny. He has physical paper stag tickets for sale. You can text him at 203-415-1795. And while you're on the phone with him, ask him if he could refinance you. He's the best mortgage guy in the company. He really is. The dude's the best. He could... When you're good, you're good. I was listening to Devil Without a Cause all day today, the whole album.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to hear about the Kid Rock.
Oh,
but
as an aside, though, I did listen to that Shooter Jennings Yellow Wolf song. It was pretty good.
did you listen to the
Just
whole
the
album?
single.
It's
I
pretty-
didn't
the
listen to
singles,
all-
the single is really
The
good.
single's
though.
solid, yeah.
I thought that dude was a rapper, but he comes across pretty well. And
pretty good.
And Shooter's band, badass.
Kill it.
Might be easier to guess who you don't need to apologize to. Ginger. What was I just going to talk to you about?
You were listening to Devil Without a Cause.
Devil Without a Cause all day.
All day.
Somebody's Got to Feel This is one of the best songs ever.
Ever.
Which brings me into, he was making us listen to Guns N' Roses on Easter.
I sad faced that comment.
Did you? Sock cucka. So we were at Amy's mom's house yesterday. And I learned you could talk into the remote control.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Kid Rock.
Just
I
Kid Rock.
don't know who. I don't know who their cable provider is, but you couldn't get the Kid Rock without subscribing. So then I'm like, Guns N' Roses, dude. I said Guns N' Roses. It brought me to YouTube, and I played remember the song Yesterday's?
Yeah.
I played that video, and then it just kept for like an hour and a half. Nobody's saying nothing. I'm just sitting on the couch like, this is fucking beautiful. People are walking in and out, in and out. I'm like, this is awesome. And then all of a sudden, like an hour and 15 minutes in, you hear JoJo yell from the living or from the dining room, "Can we play some good music?" I'm like, what the hell?
Attaboy, JoJo.
That's great music.
Yeah. I mean,
Guns N' Roses is the fourth best rock band of all time.
fourth best.
The fourth best rock band of
Solid
all
fourth.
time. Led Zeppelin,
No.
the Rolling Stones,
Nope.
Queen,
Nope.
Guns N' Roses.
No.
Give me four better bands. 30 Minutes to Arctic Monkeys. Who's better than those four bands? You can't even give me one band that's better than any of those bands.
I think Tool's better than all three of those bands.
You know why? Because you're a fucking tool.
I'm not denying that.
Listen, they're not going to kick
I
you.
think Clutch is better than all
They're
three
not
of
going to
those.
kick you out of the Hot Topic, spinster, hipster club if you happen to agree with me. Calm down.
I won't have to turn in my H&M card.
Right. You could still go to Hot Topic and you could buy your T-shirts and your things. You're not going to get kicked
That means a
out.
lot to me.
Melissa Lynn says Aerosmith. Melissa, are you saying that Aerosmith is better than those four bands? For me, Aerosmith's in the top 10, but they are not in the top 4.
I think Aerosmith is better than all four of those bands. And I'm not even a huge Aerosmith fan, but I would rather listen to them.
I'm a huge Aerosmith guy. I love Aerosmith. Back in the day, me and my buddy Paulie, we used to go out karaokeing. Is that what you would call that, right? Karaokeing.
I guess you
karaokeing.
could turn that into an adverb, sure.
Karaokeing. Okay.
Yes.
We would go out karaokeing, and we would duet "What It Takes." Right?
Yeah.
It's a great song.
Good
Only
song.
to find out, my fiancée, that's one of her favorite songs ever. So if you're all wondering if we're made for each other, all right, enough love. Love you, baby. Her father says Springsteen. Where do we put Springsteen? Top 10 of all time? Springsteen?
I don't want to upset your future father-in-law. He's not even in the top 100 for me.
Craig, I didn't say it, Craig. I still want her hand in marriage. That was him who said that, Craig.
I don't know nothing about music. Don't listen to me. I don't know nothing.
Listen,
just,
if we're strictly going by Glory Days and Dancing in the Dark, you got my vote. Glory Days, to me,
Dance in the Dark with Courtney Cox.
is one of the best
Young
songs of all
Courtney
time.
Cox pre-plastic surgery.
Oof. We just started watching
Yeah.
a show. He says he's number one. We just started watching a show with Courtney Cox in it, and it actually takes place in Connecticut. Her and her husband moved the family from the city to Connecticut to go to a old house that I think used to be a hotel or something, and it's haunted, or she sees shit. I don't know yet because we're not that deep into it. But holy plastic
Really?
surgery.
Yeah, she's hard to
Batman.
look at, dude. Yeesh.
She's a killer actress, though. But she's got that whole, like...
Oh, her lips are... That's fucking rough, dude. Ladies, don't.
She came a long way from loving Chandler. She don't look like that no more, Chandler. No wonder he left her. Mm-hmm. Probably left her for Smelly Cat. Anyway, who's the girl? What's that girl's name? Darlene?
What, that girl?
No, that Smelly Cat who sang that. Darlene? The Lisa Kudrow's character. The blonde.
Lisa Kudrow.
Yeah, but what was her character's name?
Oh,
Darlene?
something like that. I don't know.
Blonde hair. What was her name? Somebody's going to say it and we're going to get yelled at. And then he says Dancing in the Dark is the only Springsteen song I hate.
So we tried, Craig. We tried to do right, Papa.
Phoebe. There we
Phoebe,
go.
thank you.
Darlene. Phoebe. Such an easy remember.
Phoebe.
She was the one who was like, hold me closer, Tony Danza. That was funny shit.
That was good. 8 o'clock. Apologize.
8 o'clock. Bag of balls. Way back in November, we did a great thing and we raised money for the food pantry along with the River Church in Naugatuck, and we fed over 60 families for Thanksgiving. That's the good part. One night, I got a little cocky, I got a little brazen, and I said, if I take in a single donation of $250 or more, I will jump in a lake. And at the time, it was November. This is only funny that we got on the topic of me saying I'm going to do things that don't do it. So as you're all sitting home now repeating what I repeated later, don't talk about it, be about it. Wonderful. The Trips made the donation, the Lombardo kids, and they made a great $250 donation. Their father texts me the next day and he says, listen, are you really going to take a jump? Are you really going to take a dip? I said, if I get the donation, I will. He responds back with, no, he doesn't respond back with anything. He sends me a Venmo for $250. He puts the kids' names in there. He says, this is from my kids. And then he sends me a text message immediately after going, now jump, motherfucker, or something like that. Then he sends me this big long message about how, hey man, he knew what it was like growing up and not wondering if we were going to have Thanksgiving and how much he appreciated me doing what I was doing, because even though he's now able to give his children the life that, whatever, all the good, sweet stuff. And Joe's a great guy, and so is his wife. They make a wonderful, beautiful home and life for the kids and themselves. Anyway, so the Trips make the $250 donation, and guess who hasn't jumped in a lake yet? And it hasn't escaped me that I haven't done it. I realized, stop laughing while I'm trying to be serious. This is serious.
I love watching you grovel, dude. You are groveling, bro.
I'm groveling because I'll tell you why I'm talking about this tonight. I woke up last night. I was crazy day yesterday, and I was tossing and turning about something, and then I was like, gotta get your mind off of it. I play this little game in my head, A to Z, and I'll be like, all right, bands starting with the letters, and then you just say bands, and I do this in my head, and then I fall asleep before I ever get to Z. I don't know how it works, but it fucking works. It's like counting sheep for me. Last night, got all the way through, and I try to make it so I can't think of bands that I thought of before. Right. Other than Incubus, what starts with I? I'm telling you, man. I don't even like Incubus, but I need a band with I.
An I band?
Yeah, you think about that.
All right,
let me continue to grovel.
Yeah.
So then I get to the next thing, and I start with the letter A, and I say, people I know. I'll either do men or women or both, whatever. Just try to make myself to go to sleep. People I actually know, their name begins with A. Blah, Aaron Pollock. These guys. Sorry, Aaron, I don't mean to say your name out, but whatever. I'll go through. I get to J. Joe Lombardo. I get a little bead of sweat across the head there. Balloon knot puckers. And I realized these poor Trips went into their cookie jar, their savings, their college fund, and they sent me $250. So here's what has to happen. and we're going to put the poll up. And you were asking me about a poll, and I don't know if we can do it while we're in the middle of the show or if we're going to do it afterwards. But we're going to have to come up with an idea that I either get this done in the next 2 weeks before it gets too warm, which parts of Connecticut are getting snow tonight. So either this Saturday or next Saturday, I'm going to have to jump in a lake, right? Unless we think it's too late. Now, we're going to put the poll up. The thing is, should Johnny still jump in a lake in the next 14 days? Yes, or the other option is come up with something more degrading. And then the third option is wait till next year. And so what I thought is I can kick off next year's fundraiser by doing that, right? Hey, this is what I'll do, And then, of course, people are like, no, you won't. There's no money. It took you a year, but I will. The good news is we did it all for a good cause. The ultimate answer will be up to the trips, right? So
good. I like that.
The ultimate answer will be up to the trips. It's going to be whatever they want, but we want to see what the people are thinking. So, Brody, Bruno, Cassidy, super apologize. Your Uncle John's a procrastinator. He's forgetful. I got sick a couple times. Then there was some ice on the lakes. And I know it sounds like I'm making excuses, which I am. But now I'm done talking about it. Now I want to be about it. And I want the people and the trips to make the decision. So that's where we're at. That was a pretty good 7-minute grovel. We done?
We're done.
Okay.
And the poll worked. It should have popped up for everybody that's watching.
The poll worked.
I'm going to tap yes. You should jump in a lake.
Okay.
I voted.
Did you think of another band that begins with I?
Iggy Pop.
Dude, Nightside.
That's the first one that came
And
to
the
mind.
best is here's me in bed bargaining with myself. You get like a mulligan in golf. John, you can go back to this.
You can come back.
Go to Jay,
and then come back
to this. And then I have to bargain with myself. I get to Jay, and I'm like, Janis Joplin, still a band. And then I'm like, Jerry Garcia, he's in a band, right? Okay. And then it's like, I got it. Judges? Okay, we're good. Keep moving on. And then you hope
You have a pool of
these are the
virtual
freaking
judges.
conversations I'm having with myself. If Amy's ever wondering what I'm doing in there, that's how I
You
fall.
need to smoke some fucking weed before bed, dude. Holy shit.
You wait till we get to my soapbox moment, guy.
Okay.
Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, good one. Good one.
That's Amy's sister, Melissa. She is actually one of the original juggalos.
She's juggalo?
She's a juggalo, yeah. She was huge in the Insane Clown Posse. Traveled all over the country following them.
Yeah, ICP is calling it a career. One of the guys got some health problems or something. I don't think they're going to be touring anymore.
You mean
Sorry.
you can't smoke crystal meth your entire life and nothing good happens? Oh. I didn't know.
Well, then.
All right, I don't know why I just did that. That's fucking creepy as hell. All right, so I got that out of the way. I apologize. Again, we need an intern. We have a new segment I'm going to do. We don't know how often we're going to do it. Just much like phone roulette. It pops up when it pops up.
I like that. Yeah. Not super regular. Organic.
It's organic when it pops up, when it's there, when we have time. So nights like tonight already, it's 8:09. We're flowing, we're ripping, we're going. Just enjoy the goddamn thing. I don't mean to take the Lord's vein a day after Easter. He was a carpenter, though.
He was.
Not the band. What were we talking about? Oh, new segment. If you're a regular listener on Live with Johnny, Fran DeGenero, you're not, dick. I
regret saying that.
And you know what he says? He's like, dude, don't mention me. And I'm like, I would never. Fran DeGenero, suck a dick.
Don't talk about me.
You know what I like about Melissa, even though she's a juggalo? See how she spelled "you're welcome"? Not many people remember the apostrophe "re" for "you are welcome."
You are welcome.
Right.
Yes.
The people who do the "y-o-u-r" welcome. Where's my welcome?
fucking
Nobody
right.
gave me a welcome.
No.
Where is it?
No.
Anywho, I talk about Kid Rock constantly, and I tell the people he's a national treasure. He is an absolute wonderful human being. He's both good for music and for the country and for the world. Kid Rock is an absolute beast. So what I'm going to start doing is I am going to start picking, and we're going to start our own little National Treasure Hall of Fame type thing. And I'm going to pick the person. Now, it's not going to be who you think it is. It's not Mother Teresa. It's not Jimmy Carter for building houses. We're going to find the people who do the real work, who are really making this country a better place, who are really worried about, people always say, I just want them to worry about us. I want them to, they're forgetting about us. So the people who are national treasures at Live with Johnny are the people who are caring about us and doing the hard work and making sure that we don't get forgotten. So we're not going to say any more about Kid Rock, but Kid Rock is the first ever inducted into the Live with Johnny National Treasure. So we'll start something. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we'll get there. Maybe a separate Facebook page. I don't know.
Or we'll do a photo gallery on Facebook, with each national treasure.
Every time we add one,
yes,
we'll just
national treasure.
I knew I was paying you for a reason. I pay him in fudge dipped devil dogs. That's what he wants for payment. But tonight's national treasure, I could say his name and most of you wouldn't even know who he is. There's a picture of him. Some of you are like, yo, is that Mr. Feeney? Is that the guy? Is that the teacher from Boy Meets World? No.
It looks a lot like him.
It looks a lot like him.
Does.
It's not. Is it Wilford Brimley? The guy who says diabetes?
I have diabetes.
No, it's not Wilford. It's not Wilford Brimley. No. It's not. This gentleman's name is Jim Sinegal. And Jim Sinegal is the co-founder of Costco. So, Jim, we here at Live with Johnny want to say thank you, and we appreciate you. And the reason you are being tonight's national treasure is because Jim, being the co-founder of Costco, went to the CEO of Costco, the now CEO, because he's just a co-founder, and he said to the guy, we can't. The CEO came to the guy and said, Jim, we can't sell this hot dog for $1.50. We're losing our asses by selling these hot dogs for $1.50. Mr. Sinegal, tonight's national treasure, the man who deserves this honor as our really first, but second ever after the KID.
Right.
He said, and I quote, if you raise the effing hot dog, I will kill you. Figure it out. His words, right to the CEO. So tonight, Mr. Sinegal, myself, Kirk Michael, and the rest of America, thank you. And we honor you tonight as our tonight's Live with Johnny national treasure.
Fucking love that.
You people see what I'm talking about? This is somebody who gives a shit. He's going out there. He don't care. There's nothing about sea turtles getting trapped in straws. Those people are out there. I get it. I'm not worried about that right now. This guy's doing the real work. He really cares about us.
And about me and you specifically, because tell the people how we were standing outside of Costco last week.
Kind of a dick move.
Are you not supposed to talk about
Well, it's out of the fucking bag now. This is why we go over things.
Oops.
Amy said, I fucking knew he's eating hot dogs. No, listen, I'm down 11 pounds. I'm doing
just
good.
one hot dog. I'll take
I had to bring the truck
responsibility.
in to get the tires rotated, so Kirk Michael graciously offered to pick me up. So I call him up and I'm like, yo, come pick me up at Costco. I'm ready. He goes, all right. I go, I'm going in to get a hot dog. Or no, I said, I'm going in to get I haven't eaten lunch yet, so I'm going to go get the sausage and peppers because they got the big sausage and peppers. And I wasn't going to eat the bread, swear to God, because I'm doing so good. No, really, I look good.
You do.
I had it. And
it's your cheat day, dude. You get
well, right. So he goes, yo, get me a hot dog. All right. So anyway, first of all, we got to get in touch with Mr. Sinegal because they stopped selling the sausage and peppers at Costco.
Which is a travesty,
Which is it's an absolute crime.
Holy fuck.
But we'll do it for another day. So him and I get hot dogs, and this cuckoo bird, who's got his brand new car, he goes, I start walking. He literally meets me at the doorway, not even at the car, because he won't let us anywhere near the car with the food. We've got to sit there and eat this food like crackheads before we can get in his car. He's like, no food in that car. No food. You know how hard it is to get the bread will fall off the bun, and I got to vacuum it, and it's never going to come out of the crevices.
You know what it's going to be? Food in the
you know what it's going to be like to get the bread out of the crevices? I have to get a special crevice tool, and I had to get it from Napa Auto Parts for my vacuum, and I got to get in there, and we're not.
You got to admit the car smells good though. It's nice. Still has that.
You're a little anal with the car. You're
a little bit anal.
You're a little anal with the car. So anyway, after we got into Studebaker, but the hot dogs for $1.50, that's a good hot dog.
Unbeatable, dude.
That's a good hot
Unbeatable.
dog. Now, the
Great
two best
hot
hot dogs I've had in a long time, one of the answers is obvious, Tuck's Tavern. I know I talked, but
Oh, I never had one.
Oh
They good?
my God.
Really? How do they cook them? Deep fried? You know?
I have no idea. You'd have to ask
Who
them.
gives a fuck?
But I had one like a month ago. Amy's like, you got to have it. I had it. Stupid good.
Stupid.
And fucking Friendlies.
Friendly's hot dogs are good. Don't sleep on those things, man.
Amy got a hookup.
Solid.
We bring them to the house. We get them with like a whole pack. Hopefully I didn't light nobody up on that one. Hey, Room 113. Thank you for the shout out. Room 113 is thanking us for a shout out. Now, how about we thank you
about we
for coming
thank
out to us?
I'll look
Room
up their picture up
113.
again. Here they are. Look at them.
Room 113
Room
killing it. And from
113.
what I understand, they're both going to college. I don't want to say what they're going to college for because I don't want to speak out of school because you know me and my memory. But here you go. There's Jordan right here. Thanks so much. We can't wait to be on the show. That's Jordan, the singer.
They're amazing.
I don't want to.
Super
I think
talented.
I think I know what they're going. But super talented. Super. I don't know why I'm doing this over the microphone.
What is Do they know what they're getting in?
Did they?
you just-
I don't know.
all right.
They're
Do
probably going to bring security with them. But they're super smart, super talented, and super good people. So they've got everything going for them.
Yeah, I'm psyched for it.
So it's gonna be super great. We'll get together with them details. We're gonna do the same thing we did with the Gnomes, man. 3-4 songs, crank it out. I think we should stick with the theme of the visiting bands playing my wedding song, right? Should we get everybody to play the wedding song?
Absolutely, dude.
We got Amy to cry last time. Maybe we'll get
Absolutely.
her to go again.
I'm sure they could handle
So
that.
Room 113 and Jordan, if you're listening, Stuck on You by Lionel Richie. If we can learn that by May 23rd, that would be fantastic. I just hit my nose on. Wait till you rewind that one. Last week we did our playback of the phone roulette where my mother
Dude.
admits to fornicating a UPS driver to have my brother.
Shit.
It was a 12-minute clip, was a little bit longer, I know, but absolutely worth your time.
every
Which is
second. Come
why,
on.
if you can't watch us, listen to us. Kirk Michael has us on 714 platforms.
Castbox,
You can listen
guys.
to, yeah, really. He's got us on so many platforms that there's a couple of birds outside. He ties the thing to it. They fly to your house and bring it to you. Jesus Christ, like Harry Potter Day. Just come with the scroll right into the thing, and you're all good. And everybody's gonna be like, Johnny just made a Harry Potter reference. I love Harry Potter. I read all 7 books and the movies. Love that shit. Don't test me. Anywho, what time we got, Kid Rock? 8:18. Do we want to go into the soapbox moment? I might save that. Let's save the soapbox moment. You got something I got to explain myself about
I
tonight
got
or
a
no?
couple.
You got a couple?
If you want to fill here, I got a couple.
What do you mean, Phil? You make it sound like we don't give a shit.
I'm saying I don't. You got.
I keep reading the thing about Joe stickers.
Did you cover everything else? Are we good? Are we all caught up?
I could really use a $1.50 hot dog right now.
Oh my god, those are
Haven't
so
eaten
good,
dinner yet.
dude. Those are so good.
Let's have me explain myself.
All right, so here we go. So these are a couple out of my personal archives. I know last week and the first time we did this was stuff that your mom sent them, but I do have a pretty good stash of pictures of you that I don't always remember the events surrounding them either. So
Before you show the picture,
yes,
it's funny you should say that because when it was your birthday, fuck you if you show that picture. Good night.
can't look at the
No, bright eyes. I'm coming home. Goodbye. Good night. The whole thing. Are you?
Wait, what were you saying? My birthday? What?
I fucking hate you. When it was your birthday, I was trying to find a funny ass picture of you.
Dude, that picture you put up of me was the most disgustingly fat version of me
Duh.
that ever existed, dude. With no beard.
The day of my birthday, I was waiting all day for Live with Johnny to be lit up with some stupid ass picture of me. But I found all the shit used to Photoshop of me.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Bill Clinton one you Photoshopped me in? With every person, yo, you met Bill Clinton? I'm like, that's how good this dude is at Photoshop. They really believe me.
All right, so I know you don't want to see this, but just remind me
I know what happened.
what happened. So there you are, happily wearing a Patriots jersey. I believe that's a Rodney Harrison number 37 jersey.
It is. Also, you are loosely using the word happily.
You look happy to me, dude.
That's a
What happened? How did
that's
we
a
get here?
shit-eating grin. Here's what happened.
How did we get here?
This is back when I want to say the Patriots, right? I think they had 1-1 already, maybe 2. I think it was in that.
2011, 2012 range.
No. This was back when it first started. When they're the first pop, not the second pop, but their first pop.
So it had to be 08 then.
I don't-
08, 09.
I don't know, dude. I'm not a fake.
I only
Patriots fan.
started Tools Plus in 07. It couldn't have been that much.
Well,
further.
I don't know. Whenever you guys won a lot of Super Bowls.
That's
during
true.
that time.
We lost track.
I mean, listen. If I was recording my opponents and loosening and letting air out of the balls, I'd win too.
Whatever,
We don't do
yeah.
that shit in Miami. Anyway, I made a bet with you and said that if the Patriots win, I'll wear a Patriots jersey for one whole day at work. But if the Patriots lose, you have to wear a Miami Dolphins jersey all day at work. Obviously, we know what happened. Two things in this picture.
And so by Patriots win, specifically, you mean if the Patriots beat the Dolphins, which they did.
No, this was a Super Bowl bet.
Oh, okay. That's what I wasn't clear
Your
on.
team was in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And I said if they win the Super Bowl, which I thought, matter of fact, this might have been the Eagles Super Bowl.
I think it was. No, they lost that.
No,
Dude, we lost to the Eagles. Philly special.
the first.
Oh,
Eagle
the
one.
first
The
one.
first
Holy
Eagles
fuck, you're
one.
right. Yeah, you're right.
With Terrell Owens and
Yeah.
McNabb.
yeah.
Which Eagles gave away that game. But anyway, I'm never giving the Patriots fucking credit. Tom Brady, if you're watching,
Tom,
fuck you.
Fuck you, Tom.
But Room 113, if you're watching, we won't swear quite as much.
No, we won't.
We are gentlemen. So I lost, and I had to wear that all day at work. And two things. I look horrible. Nobody zoom in on that. And number
This
two,
was not a good time for
I am
either
a
of us.
wide load, bro. That's peak Tubby Johnny.
Yeah.
That's you see the look on that guy's face? You know what it say right there? I've given up. No one's
Tap it out.
no one's ever gonna love me. I'm pretty sure at this I went out to a restaurant that night and for an appetizer I ordered 2 sticks of butter. Just and yeah, they're like, what? I'm like, you heard.
All right. Speaking of going out and doing stuff, how about this
Oh,
one?
what the
So I know kind of what led up to this, but what's your? I mean, it's called explain yourself. So explain yourself why you're sitting on my couch under my 10-year-old daughter's blanket with a coffee and a couple empty bags of Cheetos.
I don't want to talk to you anymore. You're fired. I don't ever want to be a part of this ever again.
So we had our work. I'll take over if you want. So we had our work Christmas party, I believe. We had a really long night. We came back to the house after the Christmas party. We were playing with guns, I remember, which probably wasn't the best idea.
I have pictures of that.
Yeah, because we were very inebriated. And this, I'm going to say, was about 10:30 a.m. Sunday morning after the Christmas party.
One thing about those Christmas parties, lucky if you don't have an ego. First of
You
all,
were a mess.
my hair. What was going on back then?
And Hannah took this picture of you. 'Cause
I-
she's like, Dad, he's on my blanket. Can I take a picture? Or he's using my blanket.
Like I know I'm not like the best looking dude in the world, but I'm handsome, I would say.
You're handsome. Yes.
But this picture, no one's loving that guy. Who the fuck's loving that guy? First of all, I literally am resting that coffee on the bottom of my belly.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 empty bags of Cheetos, like you say. Look at my face. I just
Oh my God. That is.
that is a train wreck. I'm telling you, there was a time in my life where I quit. I just quit. I just started getting so fat, and this is true. I'm not even trying to be funny. I just quit. I was just like, so what? I'm gonna be fat, and they're gonna have to cut a hole in the house to get me out. They're gonna bury me in a piano case, and that's just gonna be it. It is what it is. That's my destiny. I see these pictures. I mean, first of all, we'll talk about the event. First of all, there were our Christmas parties back when you and I used to drink heavily.
It was
And we
fucking
would just
crazy, dude.
kill it.
Destroy it.
And then we'd go back to your house and do it for another 3 or 4 hours.
And then sometimes go to the bar
And-
at 1 in the morning.
Oh my God! Remember the nights I made you for take me to the bar, and we'd order vodkas and club sodas. Tall, hold the club soda. The dude's like, "I'm not fucking serving you." I'm like, "Yeah, you are." Big tough guy I was. This is back when I used to waddle everywhere I went. This
Hurts, right? It stings a little bit.
It hurts, not hurts. It's just disappointing that I had given up so easily. This is a bad time. Look at the size of my face, dude. I look like when Ben Stiller in the Dodgeball movie where he lets himself go at the end.
And he had all the prosthetics.
Yeah. That's what I look like. Like my face now has a little bit of aerodynamic to it. That face right there.
It's good for perspective, though, dude. Right? It shows you how you took care of yourself. You got better. You look better. That's a fucking dumpster fire, dude. That is not a good look.
She'll answer, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say if I looked like that now, I would have had no shot with Amy.
I don't think you'd be getting married.
She'd have been like, he's funny.
He's an okay guy.
See that guy? See John in the corner there? That's friend zone Johnny.
Right.
Funny friend Johnny.
Right. Talk to him, get a tip. That's it.
Dude, let me tell you, I couldn't pull you looking like that.
No.
You kidding me?
No.
I don't think I could pull a blind person looking like that.
No. Because you had to have a certain amount of funk to you. I mean,
I don't know if I'm wrong because my eyes are bad. Am I holding a fucking BlackBerry?
I think it is. Well, that'll tell you how fucking old this is. This was 12 years ago, maybe even more. I don't fucking know.
It got to the point. It got to the point. My son and I, when I bought the house in Oxford, and I was just getting so big. We thought we were gonna have to paint the hallway butter just so I can get in and out of the house, just so I could, and get out of the house. Oh man,
Okay, I'll
so
take it
bad.
down now.
Yeah, take it down.
Take it down.
Take it down.
Quick cut.
Take it
Quick
down.
cut.
Jack, my old friend, I see you're watching tonight, Jack. I'm gonna reach out to you, Jack. I want to talk to you. Jack's a good dude. Jack says I look great. You're right, Jack. I do. But so do you, you handsome bastard. Jack is a loyal listener. Back in the Fluffinetta days, he watched every night. Especially when I was doing it every night back then, which is crazy. But it was COVID, so nobody had nothing else to do. Jack, great to hear from you. Expect a phone call and or a text from me tomorrow, you handsome bastard. It's 8:28. Can't believe that already. We cruised right through this show. I never even got a chance to do the
We
soap.
could have done 2 hours tonight.
Which is good. All right, let's do it. Let's go. Marathon. No, I'm kidding.
Nope.
He said, nope. But John, if I stay down here with you, how am I going to watch TV Land and fall asleep? You understand? If I'm down here, who's upstairs helping Perry Mason figure out this mystery? You're so old, dude. Used to be fun, man. Remember when it used to be fun, bro?
No. I do computers now. That's it. I'm not fun anymore.
Last night I'm scrolling Facebook. It's the night of Easter. And I see somebody I grew up with and went to high school with. And she must have had a tough Easter, as some of us do sometimes. And she put up something like possibly going to hurt herself, which I followed up a little bit on Facebook today. That didn't happen. Unfortunately for me, I caught it like towards tail end when it was all figured out. And, which sucks because, if you don't check, first of all, I don't know why we're posting this stuff on Facebook. Obviously, we know why. We're looking for the attention of something. Gets me to the way I end my show. Nothing's that bad. Things are never that bad. Pick up a phone, pick up an instant message, text somebody, call them if you need them to talk to them. Every time you might think that there's somebody who doesn't want to talk to you, I'm going to tell you right now, you're wrong. There's always somebody who wants to talk to you. So for those of us who don't need somebody to talk to because we just happen to have our shit together right this moment, text somebody, reach out, call, text, whatever. I'm a text guy. I don't want anybody to call me. If you text me and say I need you, then you call me. If it's an emergency, you call me. But if it's just a bullshit, come on, people. Why call when you can text? But call somebody, text somebody, reach out. What do I always say, Kirk Michael? How are you? Are the 3 most important words in the English language. Just ask somebody. Do me a favor today, tonight. Stop watching this show at the end, not until we're over. Literally go through your contacts, find that one person you haven't spoke to in, let's say, 3 months or more, and just say, how are you? And if you go to bed early, do it tomorrow morning. Do me the favor. All right? People need to hear that. It's not cool, hearing about people having a tough day and wanting that attention. They clearly need somebody to talk to. All right, now I'm harping on it. I want to know how you're all doing. I'd reach out to all of you, but I can't. But that's what I do every Monday night. Say and speak or whatever you want during this show. And reach out as always if you need to. I love all of you. Enjoy the rest of your week. We got some more content coming your way, a couple more surprises. Bright Eyes, I'm coming home.